Hello everyone, I am back with another Total War League Siege Season 4 matchup between SlumDog Slingers on attack with UnequalCake as Nabatea and Nella as Egypt against Guerrilla Warriors here on defense with Hyena as Syracuse and Dare as Parthia. I want to say Pontus there for some reason. This is a Group A matchup that took place about a couple weeks ago now. Um, really don't have a lot to say on this. At this point in time, I didn't know much about either team, so I guess we'll just see what they got.
Down any that run. We will have victory, or we will have an honorable death.
Nice short speech by the general. Let's try to look at the army comps. I have already shown them to you, or I'm showing them right now. I have no idea what they're like. Yep, lots of armored desert hoplites, very good unit. Parthia, is shooting his artillery at Egypt's artillery. But he's got it covered up, so it's gonna be tough to get any shots to hit. So Nabatean swordsman, the 4 heavy archers. Seems like a pretty solid. Oh, Sally out here. Militia hoplites. Wow, 4 militia hoplites. Dang, that's a lot. On defense, especially here for our Syracuse. Yep, didn't think Parthia would take out any of the artillery. It's very well covered up. Not sure why he's wasting ammo on it. Wow, I stand corrected. He did take one out. And a couple unfortunate crew members. Sus. But there's no way he's going to take out all 4, and honestly, if you don't take out all 4, there's not really a point in wasting your ammo on it, in my opinion. And Egypt setting up a tower here of cheap Egyptian infantry to try to stop him in his tracks. Almost getting this one, but he's just trying to use up all his ammo before it gets before his ballistic gets taken out. But I would be shooting over here, try to get some shots into these thorax. Levy Thurio Spear, very good unit. Royal Thorax, Sword Jin. Oh, Light Peltis. Interesting. You don't see this unit a whole lot. It's a pretty solid one. It's just kind of low armor, but it has 7 javelin volleys. Which is super nice. And Cretan archers. Oh, is it just 2? No, it's 3 Cretans and a Nubian bowman. Remember, in Total War League Siege, you are allowed to bring your 4 archers or slingers, and you can bring an extra peltis or javelin men unit additionally. Or like an Agranian axeman for factions that have those. Oh, I didn't notice this. Okay, so regular slingers on a wall, not Bolerics. That would have been very bold. Oh, big artillery hit. Was that by... I don't know which artillery did that. Oh, definitely Syracuse. Huge on the thorax. That's unfortunate for Egypt. Looks like the Egyptian infantry here have done their job. Took out the artillery. I'm not sure if it used up all its ammo or not first, though. I think it did, unfortunately. Oh, now they're going to get jabbed in the back. I mean, they knew this unit was going to die, but you would have liked to not get javelin in the back by Hillman there. Trying to get into these slingers a little bit. It looks like it will get at least some kills. These nice sombrero warriors, as I like to call them. Looks like some of them have lost their hats. That would be cool if that actually happened. I don't know. Maybe it does. Their hats fall off in combat.
At the ready.
Did not see this. Oh, was this? What was this unit trying to do? Okay, so we got Sarmatian Lancers, Camel Spearmen, no Camel Cataphract though, or any type of Cataphract. Killing an Egyptian infantry. Good work here. I would definitely pull out those units and hit it with this one though. Not sure what this Egyptian infantry was trying to do here, because I would think that it was trying to take out this tower, but you don't need a tower to do that. You don't need like an attacking tower to do that. You can just line up here and throw up your torches. So yeah, I'm not sure what the goal here with that Egyptian infantry was. Now this Sarmatian Lancers will try to get a charge off on these thorax. Will they get the volley off? No, they're going to go into shield wall, an equally decent option. Yeah, that was probably a good call there. Did not take much damage in that. Lost about 4 men. Actually, more than I thought they would. But actually, Summerations haven't lost anyone. They might lose some as they pull out, actually. But it's a very cheap unit. Like, I think it costs like 300 something. Militia hoplites, I think, have done their job so far of allowing the Syracuse Ballista to survive, and all these desert hoplites getting shot by these slingers here. Ooh, citizen cavalry also for the defenders. Looks like they routed that Nabatean swordsman, but they're probably going to come back with 103, 102 men left. But yeah, I think he just sallied out these guys to protect the ballista, and looks like he's still got ammo here. He got some nice kills on that thorax unit. Combined with this Sarmatian Lancer, he got it down to half health without really facing much. So well done there. It'd be nice if they had a slinger here to sling down in the back of that also. Good decision not to charge there into the shield wall. I'm not a big fan of Sarmatian Lancers. I would really only bring them if I was going to save them just like the very end or just to attack archers, because they really don't do a whole lot of damage to any other unit besides loose formations like archers and slingers. Like, even if they have gotten some like nice charges here on this unit and this Egyptian over here, but still not a lot of kills. Nice sandwich though between this and the militia. Actually, I think the militia was in front, but it got kind of pushed into the unit by the cav, and now the cav just kind of standing with his back turned. Not a big deal though. 32 minutes left, so not a super long battle, but that's a pretty average. I think it's about 40 minutes overall, a pretty average length for a 2v2 siege. Not quite as long as 3v3s if they go the distance. Definitely enough time for an attacking victory. I mean, there's always, even like 5 minutes could be enough if you if you see a bat cap. And judging by what happened today, we may or may not. I won't disclose anything, but we may or may not witness a bat cap at some point in this season. Very possible, but I'm not saying for sure it happens, but definitely not hinting at it either. Oh. Yeah, that thorax is out. He has gotten actually quite a lot of kills, though. Just these Sarmatian Lancers and Militia Hoplites, so maybe not quite getting its value back, because they killed pretty cheap units, but not actually the worst job by that thorax. Could have been a lot worse. Could have died for, like, absolutely nothing. I think that Parthia left his Sarmatians in melee too long. Yeah, I would definitely have just like not brought these 3 cav units and just brought a camel cataphract instead. I mean, 104 kills, but on very cheap targets, because you can see that the XP bar is like barely filled up at all. Probably just militia hoplites. That's what they've killed. Oh, what's this going for? Artillery? Oh, he might be able to get into there. Although towers are going to block it. Big missed volley of javelins by that Nabatean. Yeah, towers really soaked that up, but yeah, I don't think. Need to get the archers out of there though. Could leave the Peltis in. Oh no. Gonna get into archers a little bit. It's about to get cleaned up though by those thorax. Oh, disgusting. Royal Thorax Jam, but they are soaking up a lot of javelins, so even though they didn't actually get a lot of kills here, it would have been nice if they would have been able to kill that artillery crew, though. Got down to 23 men, but they'll still be able to fire with that. And Navatia, are they going to actually land their towers? No, it doesn't look like it. Pushing it up to the wall, but not quite going to land yet, which is a good thing because his teammate is not ready at all to support a landing. He'd be all on his own here. Slingers are still slinging away. Balearics actually. Oh, I didn't realize he had Balearic shooting for so long. 145 kills. On some Nabatean swords. Yeah, Nabatean swords getting kind of banged up. You still got these hoplites, desert hoplites mostly full. Again, desert hoplites, I really like them. Very solid unit for their price. Disciplined as well, which is key because Nabatea has pretty low morale overall. They really suffer if they lose their Jin. Speaking of the Jin, also this is a very solid cav unit. It's pretty cheap as far as cav Jins go. I think it's like 800, and it's just pretty solid all around. Nice to get around and give your troops abilities and inspire them. And also can handle its own in melee against other cav units, or decent charge bonus as well. Nabatea is a pretty underrated faction in my opinion. Honestly, I don't use it very often. I really should. I should start to use more often. Obviously, the very nice archers. Still with these militia hoplites surviving, it's kind of surprising Nabatea's let them live. Maybe it's another kind of tactic here with these militia hoplites, try to bait up these Nabateans as close as possible to the wall so the slingers are more effective. Okay, just gonna front shoot these slingers on the wall, which honestly I bet Syracuse is okay with because they have to use up a lot of ammo because this wall gives them good cover. Yeah, that's like two volleys from 3 archers to knock out that slinger, and it still may come back from routing. This one, see, if I were Nabatea, if I was gonna, I would use 3 units to front shoot this Balearic and only 1 to take out the slinger. And now, Parthian foot archers shooting back at these Nabateans. It's gonna have to react to that. Actually, looks like Syracuse trying to maybe create a little diversion here. No, he stopped switching up. But Nabatea is going to get a decent charge off. Trying to wipe out that militia hoplite. But it will be able to hold out for a decent bit. Always going to run them away. Try to get him closer to the slingers. Unfortunately for Syracuse, the slinger is going to route outside the settlement and probably get wiped out. So it probably won't actually return, like I said earlier. I think this is exactly what Syracuse wants, because Nabatea is going to charge in, and now he's going to give him sword-side shots for these slingers. And kind of back shots, honestly, too. So, from a Balearic, this swordsman's going to get melted. Maybe not too bad, though, because Militia Hoplite is routing rather quickly. Nah, it still lost about 20 men. I think that's exactly what Syracuse wanted him to do, and he fell for the trap. I didn't see what happened here. I can't catch everything. Okay, attackers are using their artillery now that they are satisfied it's safe to do so. I'm gonna destroy this wall segment, which is interesting. I probably wouldn't recommend that, to be honest. It's just kind of you can get like jabbied pretty easily and slinged and stuff. Excuse me. I would attack either up here or here. I am looking for a good screenshot. And I finally figured out how to freaking get rid of the UI. It's K. I'm learning. Trying to get better as I go along. To give the best coverage to this Total War League as I can. Another unit of Balearics. I think this one's probably out of ammo. 239 kills though. Very well done. I'm almost certain that's what he was trying to do. Oh! Oh! That's a big miss by me, but I'm catching it now. Citizen Cav that was over here earlier has gotten into... Ooh, my god. Is Nabatea not even noticed yet? It doesn't look like it. And right now, Egypt is way... this is a... And the Sarmatian Lancer. Okay, that got kind of wrecked. Oh my god, the Nabatean heavy archers, the biggest, like, the best part about Nabatea, honestly, is just getting crushed from both sides by Cav. That is terrible. And as I was gonna say, these two attackers are way too separated from each other. I know Egypt is controlled by Nella, and he's a newer player. And he seems kind of hesitant to push up with his teammate. So, you know, you live and you learn, but you really, for the most part, need to stick together almost always with your teammate. And now these hoplites are facing the wrong direction, and actually, I think they're shooting archers, not the hoplites, but the hoplites are catching a little bit. The Nabatea Noble Cav was able to come in and finish off the Citizen Cav, but let's see what the damage was. 77, 81, 95, and I think maybe one of the archers completely shattered. Because I don't see it. And a Scorpion. Oh no! A Scorpion! I didn't even notice this Scorpion for Nabatea. And it is going to take a big hit, as the Emperor would say, of the OG Total War League. Camel Spearmen are wavering now because we're getting kind of attacked. Nope. They need to get this Jin into this unit. You're going to let your Scorpion die. Oh yeah. Miscue here by Nabatea. He sees it now. Or does he? Yeah, he sees it now, but it's too late. He didn't realize his Jin wasn't actually engaged. So that's a big turning point right there. Okay, this archer did not completely shatter, but it might as well have, because... Or maybe this is... No. That one archer did shatter, and now another one's gone thanks to these Balearic Slingers. That is a disaster. Honestly, I mean, I wouldn't say it's completely over, because Egypt does still have his Cretans, but he needs to get over here quickly, because he's hanging his teammate out to dry right now. But Jin will be able to wipe out that Cav finally, but it's done enough damage already. Got a full chevron for a relatively cheap Cav unit. Same thing with that other Sarmatian Lancer. They still haven't even... He did break this wall, but they haven't entered the settlement yet. It's taken massive damage, and the defenders haven't really lost any valuable troops yet. It's just been militia hoplites. They actually sallied out some Thorax and Thoreos now, starting to get cocky. Not sure about that. Maybe, yeah, they can just... Actually, it might not be a bad idea. Try to sally out some more, maybe, and kill Nabatea while his teammate's still... Yeah, Egypt's... He's just kind of leaving his teammate to 2v1 this. And without archers, he's had to run what little archer he has left away, because he doesn't want to lose everything. Now he's getting shot. His armored desert hoplites is about all he has left. As far as... Because I would consider Nabatean swordsman low tier, kind of mid to low tier. It's only like real infantry powerhouse. It's starting to get whittled down a little bit. Looks like Nabatea is... I would say this is a pretty good move. He is shifting more in line with his teammate. If his teammate didn't come to him, he'll try to come to his teammate a little bit. Man, what is... Yeah, Nella, if you're watching this, you might have probably already been told this about this battle by now, but you gotta be a bit more aggressive especially when you're on attack. But it's not just his fault, because this is an overall coordination thing. His teammate needs to make sure that his teammate's with him when he attacks. Okay, yeah, that's a Parthian out of Hillman, so decent artillery shot there. Oh! Some Hillman javying up their own dudes. That's good for the attackers. Eastern Javelin men, interesting. Probably making use of the extra javelin unit you can bring I talked about earlier. I wonder what it'll throw at. Maybe it'll try to throw into the back once these attackers try to push in again. The rail spears, they are shield side shots onto these Nabateans, so not the best. I would probably line these up over here instead. Just Hillman there, but a decent shot by that artillery. We need Cretan archers right now to help them break in and... Royal Cataphract Jin. I don't know what he's going to try to do with this. I guess he doesn't have a reason to be scared though, because the attackers have nothing... No archers pulled up to deter this. So he's probably just going to chill for now. Oh, defenders also have a light pelvis. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people do bring this unit more often, but I really don't see it very often. But that could just be a me thing. Because I know, yeah, there's the light pelvis on attack as well. I said you don't see them very often, and 2 different players have brought them this battle alone. Half the players in the battle. Maybe that wasn't true. Oh no. That's basically 3 out of 4 Nabatean archers down with basically no damage done in return. Oof. Bounce of power. You don't like to see that when you're attacking and you aren't elite spamming. As far as elites go, actually, I think the attackers only have 1. No, they have 2 Royal Thorax Swordsmen. Luckily for them, the defenders don't really have elites anyway. Don't have elites either, except for, I mean, Sam Knights aren't elites, but they're quite solid. So they're going to have to make good use early and often of these Royal Thorax Swordsmen if they're going to win. Another Balearic? They bring 3 Balearics? Cretan archers finally have showed up to the fight. Pretty good, yeah. Good sword side shot into that Parthian. They push back the archers, but this should have happened about 10 minutes ago. Oh man, he should have kept shooting this Parthian. He's got sword side shots. Instead he shoots like the front of these Thorax, who are also getting nice jabbies onto these armored desert hoplites trying to enter the settlement. Now the Parthians are pushing up foot archers. And as soon as the archers, foot archers, oh no, it's these slingers that forced away these Egypt archers. But this attack is never going to break through, even against not the best competition, Parthian swordsmen and hillmen. But now that Sandmat's going to push up, they're not going to break through here without archer support. And unfortunately, Nabatia's archer situation is, I think that's all that's left. 1 unit of 16. Yet the last one must have been destroyed by slingers as well. And like I said earlier, that is probably one of 2 good things about Nabatea, is these armored desert hoplites and their archers. And half of that is gone, and even these armored desert hoplites are really starting to get whittled down. I like the idea of Nabatea trying to create another front here to maybe help them break through here by distracting the defenders. And looks like Egypt might also land over here. I would probably. Looks like the defenders aren't really ready for it. I'd land that tower now. Now they have a Parthian in place, but if they landed a bit earlier, they could have gotten possibly into the archers, or at least made them run away and stop getting their shots off on whatever they're shooting. Oh, shooting way over here into the backs of these armored desert hoplites. Another Thorax ready to wait for this armored hoplite to push up. Oh, the Thorea's still outside the settlement. Oh no. Starting to threaten these archers a little bit. Luckily, it looks like Egypt. Luckily for the attackers, I'm not taking sides. I'll let you know if I take sides, which might happen in the playoffs. Good shots here. Looks like Parthia might not have noticed yet. No, he's noticed. He's firing back. But Cretans will win that on an even playing field. Especially 4v2, although one of them's a Nubian bowman, but you get the point. Balaric's probably firing at one of these. No, they might be firing down to the archers. I don't know if they have an angle. Let's see. Actually, this is probably a good screenshot opportunity. Good screenshot opportunity. Get one of those with the arrows flying by. I'll get one out here as well. Oh, get this cursor out the way. No shame in my game. Screenshots are important. Maybe try to get one with the flags up. I think I'm good. I'll stop wasting the video's time on that. Try to do it more discreetly in the future. I'm just trying to play around with this new remove UI feature I've discovered. Big archer exchange. Precision's got hit. This Nubian is very worse for wear, but the Cretans don't appear to be fired upon much. Not sure I agree with focusing the weakest archer first. But these Parthians aren't really taking much damage for some reason. Maybe because these archers are kind of like standing inside of each other. Okay. Overall, pretty well done here by Parthia, even though he's outnumbered. It was 4-2, now it's 3-2. In this archer fight here. I think he could arguably be winning. He took out an archer of the enemy and hasn't really lost much. It's very well done there. This one's kind of took some losses though as they were running away. Oh. Quick reload hit. Yeah, try to really get rid of this last Parthian. I would have retreated both of these archers though. Yeah, he'll do that now, but he could have taken less damage if he did it earlier. Because you can maybe win the fight, as you could see, with 2 archers against 3, if you micro it well. But you're not going to win 1v3, so if you pull back one, you're going to want to pull back the other. Now, Cretans just kind of, they're dumping on this Hillman. Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to help them break through. As I said, I don't think the attackers are going to break through here anytime soon, unless they can get into the flanks a bit. I'll give Egypt some credit here. He's starting to do a pretty good job here with his archers. He has had a favorable matchup though. Only 2 Parthian foot archers on this side. That should be a big hit. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Over 20 Parthians dead on that volley. This will probably wipe him out. No, not quite. One more will definitely wipe him out, though, if he does. Oh! Oh, no. Does Nella even notice? There he goes. He notices now. I'm just being in the nick of time here. Yep. That was almost a disaster. That would have been the end of the game right there. If this Royal Cataphract, I would have murdered those archers. But still a good move, because it got these archers out of that good spot. And we'll let his own archers get back to shooting the enemy units. Like Peltis getting some volleys down in the Cretans. Or is that the archer? I couldn't tell. I don't know if Peltis had that much range. I don't think so. No, they've used all their ammo anyway. 78 kills though, and they haven't gotten into melee at all. Good job there though. Unfortunately, whenever he pushed back these archers, he pushed them into an area where they could still shoot archers. I would have pushed them out here and moved all my archers over here at the same time, so they couldn't fire back. It's tough to handle all that at once, though. At least for me, using cav, if you're trying to micro with cav, it's hard to do anything else with infantry at the same time. They have broken, yeah, this middle, well, I guess you call it this right flank, actually. The middle of the right flank has broken. Mercenary Veteran Hoplite's interesting choice to bring. It's a cool unit. I like to see it, but a bit expensive for what it brings. Oh, defenders have actually pushed out here. Oof. Armored Desert Hoplite with only 57 kills, about to shatter. Yep, just shattered. Unfortunate. And this Nabatean's exhausted, facing a much bigger, fresh Thoreo spear. Yep, not looking good for the attackers. Very interesting fight to watch, as Egypt's trying to chase down these Parthian foot archers. Getting shot into shield sides, not too big of a deal there. Using up a lot of Parthian foot archer ammo. And it looks like he will get into them. Take him out. Will he try to come back down or go to the VP? I'd probably go to the VP, to be honest. Looks like he will try to come down, though, behind these. If they don't notice, this could also be a good play. I don't know if he noticed or if he just decided to push up. No, he's just chilling, actually, here. They're very happy about their defeat of 20 archers. But they need to I would cap VP right now, because this attack does not look very promising at this point. Just the attackers are running out of infantry. Still got Royal Thorax Swordsman basically full. This Cabgen needs to be getting some good charges here onto this Thoreus. Looks like that's what he's trying to do. Ballista, only 37 kills. Does it still have ammo? I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. I don't know if they use a lot to break down the wall. That's another advantage of trying to shoot down one of these walls. They're a bit closer, so it's easier to hit. Finally, looks like Nabatea. He's actually, I'll give him some credit. He's got a Chevron, 119 kills already. Oh, is he not going to charge? Come on! Don't finish off this Thoreus. Why? Cretans. Not a great shot there on the shield side of these Parthians. I would shoot down onto these Sam Knights. Sword side. Definitely be better, but yeah. Balance of power just doesn't look terrible. Like, it still looks possible, but when you really look at it, a lot of that's going to be into this Cretan Archer ammo, I imagine. They probably have some ammo left. Yeah, they still have their bows out. Well, these don't, actually. So they're probably about out of ammo. I mean, they still have 2 Royal Thorax Swordsmen, which are very good units, but those needed to be used already. At least the, like, non-general one needed to be used to help break in. Not the best charge here by this Nabatean Noble Cavalry. He's not going to be able to break through with that shield wall. Yep. Shield wall does wonders against cav and elephants. Chariots, just standing firm. 2 Parthians and shield wall. Not going to be able to get his cav in there. Which would have been a really good move. They got back in all these archers and slingers. Because the defenders don't really have a whole lot left either. Thorax Hoplite Jin. Oh, there he goes. Going for the VP cap, but getting chased down by some light peltis, and they're tired. Charge back! Charge back! Oof. Okay, he does get at least a bit of a charge, but he didn't get wrapped. I don't know if he can actually win this fight. Probably the Thorax. But they'll, by the time they win, if not before that, this Hoplites will wipe him out. So, a bit too late on the VP cap, although it probably would not have worked out anyway. I think the defenders would have been able to get there, even if they went straight to the VP. Still a decent, pretty well done with this Thorax. Yeah, 308 kills, and just causing a diversion to help break in, but I think this battle comes down to that overall the blunder of just being too far apart from each other. Egypt was just, for whatever reason, not... He might have been like scared of the cav that sallied out over here. Just all of Egypt's units were over here, while all of Nabatea was over here. And Nabatea's archers got worked by the cavalry, and Egypt could just watch. All he could do was watch, because he was so far away. It is good, well done though, that he was able to keep his archers alive. Talking about Egypt. There we go. There's an Arbor Desert Hoplite doing well. 2 chevrons, 222 kills, or about to be probably. Yep, there it goes. Just the little Thorax that could, unfortunately, could not. Took out a lot of enemies with him though. The Balearica went all the way around the flank, but the unit routed before it got there. And looks like Nabatea's last unit besides his Jin is about to go down. Nope, just came back from routing, but now he'll rout after that rear charge. Very well done there, but I don't think I've seen enough of those high kill Armored Desert Hoplites yet. Now the Royal Thorax will finally get involved. I mean, they've been in some fights outside the settlement, I think mopping up that Thoreus unit. So, they do have a chevron as well. I think it was at Thoreus mostly is what they killed. And they've got like a jabby volley into a cab, I think. So, after that beginning phase, really after that first, like after Nabatea lost a lot of his archers from those two cav units, the attackers have done okay. Especially the archer play here was pretty good, destroying Parthia's archers. So good job there by Nella as Egypt. And it seems like Nabatea's done decent. He just had to kind of throw his units in to try to break through, but he just couldn't do it. Couple of Royal Thorax in there now. They might finally be able to break through. Unless these mercenary veteran hoplites get in, which it looks like they're going to. They'll hold out for a while. Parthia, Royal Cataphract Jin's gonna come into these archers. I think they're out of ammo though. But that'll help trigger army losses. Nabatean Noble Cav I think sees it though. I'd hope so, because that's the only unit he has left, so it's his job to keep his eyes peeled for enemy cav. And just try to help his teammate as much as he can. So Orthorax are doing really good, but you saved them for too long, I'm afraid. It's one thing I do. I know Nella is more of a newer player, and it's one thing I see a lot. And technically I'm kind of a newer player. I only have 250 hours in the game. But I'd like to think I've learned pretty quickly that I think newer players like to do is send in their elites too late. Which, it's good to conserve your best units, don't get me wrong, but I think some of the quote-unquote noobs take that a bit to the extreme. Oh no. These guys do still have ammo, do they? They pop their... They need to get in position. Because this guy has got his back. Yep, that is terrible. They're going to get absolutely melted. Oh my god, that's disgusting. But yeah, at least there was a gap here for the cav, but now a mercenary Sandknives filled it. If they pop in the shield wall, they actually won't go into shield wall, but ooh. Yep, still enough of the unit left to kind of stick up the cav, and now the Royal Cataphracts to come in. Oh no! Charge in the back of his own dudes. Lost like about 20 men. The Royal Thorax. 308 kills, 2 chevrons. Great job, but as I've been saying, it's just too little too late. Finally, this Cavjin's gonna get into this Balearic and not let them keep shooting the Jin. Shin also needs a refresh. But the damage was done, down to half the men from that Slinger pretty much alone did all that damage. Royal Cataphracts in melee with Nabatean Noble Cav, but the Noble Cav's also fighting a Thorax Hoplite, so it should get killed. I would try to get it out of there. Not a good charge. Where's his refresh? He's used a whip. Oh no! This unit didn't rout. Still slinging into the back of the general. Yep, he notices now. But at this point, their health has dropped down so health and armor has been weared down so low that even front shots will whittle them down. Oh no. Huge hit. All the way down to these Royal Thorax down here. That's kind of... General is routing. Hasn't died yet, but it's a matter of time. Come back, actually, from routing. Where's the refresh? At this point, I wouldn't even use it on the Jin, though. Well, maybe I would, actually, because it doesn't matter, though. This battle's been over for a while. As I've said, the attackers have done a decent job since the big mishaps of the early and mid-game. Quite well, actually, since then, but the damage was done. Nabatea's army just got destroyed before Egypt really even began getting involved in the fight. And this is what happens. If you save your elites for too late, they're just going to get surrounded, killed. Nabatea tried to do some work with his Jin, but defenders still had too many units left, and it took him too long to have time, have gap to get through the choke point. Good battle though. Lots of things to learn from for anyone. Interested to see these post-battle results. Alright, we'll start with the attackers. As I was saying, pretty good opportunistic use of this Cav Jin here. 2 chevrons, 2 10 kills. The Scorpion was very unfortunate. I think he thought he sent his Cav Jin to help protect it, but they were just chilling right next to it, watching the Scorpion crew get slaughtered. This could have been, although I honestly don't know how effective this would have been, because they probably wouldn't have been able to really get it into the settlement to get good shots. Another major, this is probably what ended their hopes of winning. These Nabatean heavy archers getting charged by 2 cav units and getting shot up. Armors are hoplites. Like 3 of them doing decently, 1 doing quite well, 2 doing decently. But they just kind of had to go with no support because Egypt's army was too far back, and also they were getting shot a lot before they even entered the settlement. Okay-ish job by these guys. They're not very good units, but not too bad, I guess. Syracuse, great kills. Like once Egypt got involved, he did quite well, especially like an archer fight. Oh wait, I'm looking at Syracuse, but the kill still stands. His kills were quite good. Um, Amazing job at this Royal Thorax. Jin could have done better, but he got shot in the back by Balearics a lot. Artillery crew, he did have used up a lot of his ammo to break down the wall, but you would like to see more kills with that. Light Peltis, not the best. Archers, as I said, at least the Cretans did quite well. Each bowman got focused. Infantry, not a, actually, each got a chevron. I don't know if those were. I'm assuming those were put on before the battle. This one Levithureos did really well. Maybe he could have brought more of those. Maybe drop the Nubian bowman. And possibly have Nabatea bring the Scorpion and not bring that bring the Ballista and have him not bring a Scorpion. So that way Egypt could have brought more Thureos, because those seem to do quite well. Could have helped with the Cav as well. And yeah, well done by the Thorax, but again, he came in after his teammates' army had mostly been killed. So lots of things done well, but also lots of things to learn from here for the attackers. Defense, Hyena, the Chad of Group A, as he's called, or the war criminal, possibly. Well done, 2,300 kills, second most in the game. Jin didn't really have to do much, but very good KD for it. Citizen Cavalry did quite well. Light Peltis also did very well. He did bring 3 Balearics, 2 of them doing superbly, 1 of them doing okay-ish. The regular slinger kind of got wrecked. Samnites, 1 of them 100 kills, no losses, 209, 2 chevron. Well done with those. Veteran hoplites, solid. Thorax, only brought a couple Thorax actually, interesting. But well done with them. Thureos, solid kills, and militia hoplites did their job of luring in enemy units and protecting the ballista. Then we have Dare as Pontus. Not like the best kills on his cavalry, and again, personally, I would not bring. I don't like these cheap cavalry units. They're just not very good. Even if you saw, he got good charges off of them and did some decent damage. But if he had this like one better cav unit, he could have done a lot more damage, I feel, because he had he had good strikes, but just these weaker cavalry units just didn't do much damage as you would like to see. But he did enough with them. So I would say overall a good job with the cav. Did enough disruption to win the defense. Javelin men actually did quite well. Archers started off quite strong. They did get kind of wrecked when the Cretans came up. I pointed out during the battle a bit of the misuse of them, pulling back 1 and leaving another, just a single archer to 1v3. Not great. 153 on Hillman is quite good. 4 Hillman. Unfortunate that Parthi doesn't have a better low tier, but Hillman, at least they have javelins. Parthians, not the best, but not terrible. They're not a very good unit, but they did their job. So yeah, I don't have much else to say. Good job all around. Everyone did a good job in some aspect. I think just about everyone had something they could have improved also. So with that said, I'm going to end the video right here, and should be out again in a few days with another battle. Until then, I'll see you later.